Hello students of class 10, I am Suresh Kumar Chandwani going to deliver lecture on transportation life process class 10. Let us start lecture. Question 1. How does oxygen transported to each and every cell of body? Answer. Oxygen is one of the substances transported with the assistance of red blood cells. The red blood cells contain a pigment called hemoglobin, each molecule of which binds 4 oxygen molecules. Oxyhemoglobin forms. The oxygen molecules are carried to individual cells in the body tissue where they are released. Question 2. How does oxygen transported to each and every cell of body? Answer. Carbon dioxide molecules are transported in the blood from body tissues to the lungs by one of 3 methods: dissolution directly into the blood, binding to hemoglobin, or carried as a bicarbonate ion. Second, carbon dioxide can bind to plasma proteins, or third, can enter red blood cells and bind to hemoglobin. Question 3. What is heart function? Answer. The human heart is an organ that pumps blood throughout the body via the circulatory system, supplying oxygen and nutrients to the tissues and removing carbon dioxide and other wastes. Question 4. What are the 3 functions of the heart? Answer. The cardiovascular system consists of the heart, blood vessels, and blood parts of heart. This system has 3 main functions: transport of nutrients, oxygen, and hormones to cells throughout the body, and removal of metabolic wastes, carbon dioxide, nitrogenous wastes. Question 5. What are the 4 valves of the heart? Answer. The heart has 4 valves. The mitral valve and tricuspid valve, which control blood flow from the atria to the ventricles. The aortic valve and pulmonary valve, which control blood flow out of the ventricles. Question 6. When the heart relaxes, what happens? Answer. Diastole and systole are 2 phases of the cardiac cycle. They occur as the heart beats, pumping blood through a system of blood vessels that carry blood to every part of the body. Systole occurs when the heart contracts to pump blood out, and diastole occurs when the heart relaxes after contraction. Question 7. List the various functions of blood. Answer. The various functions of blood are: transport of nutrient, respiratory gases, excretory wastes, hormones, etc. Plays a role in immune system. Maintenance of pH. Maintenance of ionic balance. Maintenance of water content. Regulation of blood pressure. Plays a role in temperature regulation. Plays a role in homeostasis. Plays a role in clotting. Question 8. What are blood transfusion? Answer. Replacement of blood from outside to make up for lost blood is called transfusion. Question 9. What is agglutination? Answer. The sticking together, clumping, of red blood cells because of the reaction between antigens and antibodies is called agglutination. Antibodies, also called immunoglobulin, Y-shaped molecules or proteins manufactured by the body that help fight against foreign substances called antigens. Antigens are any substance that stimulates the immune system to produce antibodies. Antigens can be bacteria, viruses, or fungi that cause infection and disease. Question 10. What are arteries and veins? Answer. Arteries are blood vessels arising out of the heart and supplying blood to all the parts of the body. Veins are blood vessels that bring blood from different parts of the body back to the heart. Question 11. How does the blood flow in the veins? Answer. The blood flows in the veins by the action of the muscles of the veins and those of the skeletal muscles surrounding them. Question 12. Which are the 2 chambers of the heart? Which of the 2 is more muscular? Answer. The 2 chambers are the upper atria, auricles, and the lower ventricles. The ventricles are more muscular. Question 13. What are the functions of the following in the heart? Answer. Aorta, it is a major blood vessel into which the ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood. Inferior vena cava, the vein that collect the blood coming from the different parts of the body and pours it into the right auricle. Auriculoventricular valve, the valve between the auricles and the respective ventricle allowing the movement of blood in only one direction, that is, from the auricle into the ventricle and not vice versa. IV, semilunar valve, the valve having three semilunar shaped flaps. These valves only allow the flow of blood from the auricle into the aorta. Question 14. What is systole and diastole? Answer. The contraction of the heart is called the systole and the relaxation of the heart is called the diastole. Question 15. What are the stages in the pumping action of the heart? Answer. There are three stages in the pumping action of the heart. They are auricular systole, ventricular systole, joint diastole, auricular and ventricular. Question 16. What are the, lup and dup sounds produced by the heart? Answer. These are sounds of the heartbeat and they are produced when the valves close during the contraction or relaxation of the heart. At the start of the ventricular contraction or systole, the auriculoventricular valve closes with a dup sound. The dup sound is produced when the semilunar valve at the entrance of the aorta closes at the beginning of the joint diastole, that is the relaxation of both ventricles and auricles. Question 17. What initiates and controls the pumping action of the heart? Answer. The pumping action of the heart is initiated by a set of muscles called the senatorial node, SAN. The rate of the heartbeat is also controlled by the nerves and the hormones. Question 18. What is ECG? Answer. ECG stands for electrocardiogram. It is the recording of the electropotential changes over the heart muscles. It is used for detecting any abnormality in the functioning of the heart that reflects as a change in the regular ECG pattern. Question 19. What is pulse rate? Answer. If a finger is kept at a spot where an artery runs close to the body surface, the rhythmic is movement generated by the contraction and relaxation of the heart can be felt. It is found to be the same as the heart rate. The number of pulses per minute is called the pulse rate. Question 20. What is double circulation? Answer. The circulation in which the blood passes through heart twice during one circulation is called double circulation. Question 21. Name the major arteries of systemic circulation. Answer. The major arteries of systemic circulation are aorta, the main artery that leaves the heart. Coronary artery, to the heart wall. Subclavian artery, to the shoulder region. Carotid artery, to the neck and head region. Mesenteric artery, to the stomach and intestines. Hepatic artery, to the liver. Iliac, to the genitals and the legs. Question 22. What is pulmonary circulation? Answer. The right ventricle pumps blood into the pulmonary artery that carries it to the lungs. After purification in the lungs, the blood is carried back by the pulmonary vein to the left auricle of the heart. The circulation of blood between the heart and the lungs is called pulmonary circulation. Question 23. What are the components of the lymphatic system? Answer. The components of the lymphatic system are the fluid lymph, the channels through which the fluid flows, smaller lymph vessels and larger lymph ducts. The enlarged cavities called the lymph glands or nodes. Question 24. What is tissue fluid? How it is formed? Answer. The fluid that escapes from the blood vessels into the interstitial spaces is called the tissue fluid. The blood flows under high pressure in the arteries. These arteries branch out as arterioles and then as capillaries. The walls of these vessels are very thin. The blood under pressure comes out into the tissue spaces. The cellular components and the larger proteins are not able to come out. Thus, the blood without the cells and the proteins is called the tissue fluid. Question 25. What are lymph nodes? Name 1. Answer. The lymph vessels and ducts are enlarged at certain areas. These enlarged portions are called the lymph nodes or lymph glands. They contain lymphocytes that are involved in the production of antibodies during infection. The nodes are also lined by phagocyte cells that engulf the foreign bodies like the bacteria. The tonsil in the throat is an example of a bacterial infection. You never forget to subscribe my video. Like it and press bell button for future videos. Thank you and have a nice day.